You opened your eyes in 1770, either in one of the golden-barred rooms of the Palace of Versailles or in a rundown, manure-scented house in the back streets of Paris. Yes, you heard it right. Today we are examining life in both hard mode and the easiest mode. If you opened your eyes in easy mode, you have no worries. Servants holding golden spoons to your mouth with your food, extremely comfortable sleep accompanied by silk pillows, and dozens of jesters coming out to make you laugh even when you're upset. But if you were born in hard mode, my friend, I'm really sorry for you. Some nights you can't even eat, you don't even know the concept of a pillow or blanket. You sleep on wooden planks, and you have a stressed family. In other words, fate didn't smile upon you. If you were born as a noble, until the age of 5 you lived like a precious baby, pampered by wet nurses. Your only concern was which toy was more beautiful, or which clothes to wear. Those beautiful women around you were taking care of you and playing with you. You were a noble, so you were sacred. But if you were a peasant while waiting to play hide-and-seek at the age of 7, your family sent you to the fields as if your small body could do a lot. On top of that, you went to your father's bakery. Of course, you worked morning and night. While I'm telling you these things, I can almost hear your voices saying, "Wasn't there reading and writing?" Nothing like that. In that system, the only thing you needed was a few slices of dry bread to survive. While the nobles were swimming in pools of wine, you were a child dreaming of swimming around a dirty swamp. You were only focused on surviving. But don't worry, peasant friend, these days will get better. Hey, the wheel of fortune turns, be careful. Anyway, when you reached the age of 15 as a noble, you were literally living a dream. Balls, expensive wines, hunting parties. In short, money and power were in your hands. But as a peasant at the age of 15, you had become unable to find food to eat because of paying taxes to your own country, and you were left skin and bones. It was time for someone to say enough to this, and right here the system seriously broke. The dates showed 1789, and those pleasurable days you spent were replaced by days when the streets turned into hell. And for the peasant, for the first time in his life, a light, even if small at first, came from that dark room. And this light was more than a demand for bread. This time, heads were demanded. As the first attempt, you stormed the Bastille prison and literally destroyed the entire prison. You set the earth and sky on fire. In addition, the first prey there was Bernard René de Launay. Yes, you heard the name correctly, the commander of the Bastille prison. Thanks to his position, he had inflicted serious tortures and serious torments on the people, and the people gave him his punishment by beating Bernard René de Launay to death. Yes, I'm not joking, my friend. You beat him to death. Now the target was the palace. You advanced by looting and destroying all the castles and the rooms of the palace. And in this situation, what were you doing as a noble? You were desperately looking for a hole to escape into, and you did everything you could to avoid tasting the guillotine. But it was in vain. You felt that your end had come because the people had gone out of control, and every day they were taking the heads of dozens of people as if it were a festival. And when I say festival, I mean it really was like a festival, with laughter and grinning faces, and even children were watching. And then that moment came. Shouts and noises were coming from near the house where you were hiding. I realized that something was ending, and as soon as you understood, they broke into your house and took you too. Now you are aware that there is no option other than death. There is nothing left to do. They imprisoned you just like the other surviving nobles and forced you to wait for your turn to die. But because of that egoistic identity of yours, you cannot accept it. You punch the walls and go crazy, but you are powerless. They are the people. You can't go against them anymore. After that long line, it was finally your turn. You walked slowly up to the guillotine. There were hungry patriots watching you from every corner. Now is the time to put your head on the guillotine. And then came the sound of releasing that rope. Ah, my noble friend, you used to say everyone is born equal. Now you have become equal. Anyway, peasant friend, I would like to say that you will do beautiful things too, but unfortunately I cannot say such a thing. In the future they will call this action you did the French Revolution. But history will write not only what you won, but also what you lost. No, you are the winner of this revolution, but Napoleon took you into his army and left you to die in a Russian winter, in the freezing cold of a Moscow morning. I'm sorry. We opened the dusty pages of history today. I hope you liked it, and I would really like you to subscribe. Thank you. See you in another scenario.